Yeah, I was thinking of grounded a lot of, yeah, just like when you use appropriate language and not making a situation or life more or less than what it actually is. Like,
Yeah,
I'll just make
exactly.
people
I'm
calmer
sorry.
and maybe happier in a way.
Mm.
With or just because yeah, there's not really a cloud or anything kind of fogging up what something really is.
Yeah, that's a good use of that word. I mean, do you feel like, because I do feel like it feels like that sometimes when people start to, yeah, use inappropriate language. I'm not saying morally
Mhm.
inappropriate or
Yeah.
ethically or whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
not the right words.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you fit your mind is sort of looking at your mind is sort of gets a little confused, this in Spanish, the cloud is nublado, right? And that's like
Mm-hmm.
nebulous. Your mind is like starts to get confused because it's looking at sort of the feeling, sense, meaning of the word they're using and the discon and also the what you think they're talking about or what you think they mean or what they could mean, which are different. And there's a clarity and a groundedness when those things correspond to each other.
Mm-hmm.
There's a poetry and a flow of the conversation that isn't a cloud. But can you think of, why did you think of the word cloud or what do you think of this in your daily life?
Um, yeah, just a cloud seem appropriate because like some you can't see what's behind the cloud sometimes when you
No,
go
I'm just
outside.
mean,
uh,
uh,
but I
like,
was
do you
thinking
have
of
experience of this kind of thing?
yeah, so I was talking more about words that add more gravity to a situation than what it really is, but there's also language that kind of takes away also now from the gravity of what something really is as well. It's the kind of the opposite direction. I was just thinking of the term unhoused people to kind
Mm.
of
Yeah,
replace the
PC
word
language.
homeless. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
So I
well,
feel like
mm,
yeah, that term kind of makes it sound less bad or less like serious, I think, than like
yeah.
homeless.
Yeah. And it seems like abstract PC language is always it's an attempt to influence the sort of feeling that people have about the thing that is pointed to. But yeah, seems like PC language is always using euphemism, which is a softening of language by going more abstract. And that's to sort of soften our thoughts about it. But yeah, at some point, you need to talk about reality. And sometimes PC language, yeah, it's getting more abstract to where it's harder to talk about reality. And then you're wondering if maybe they're not trying to merely soften our ideas or feeling about the thing that we're talking about, but to sort of control the way we think about it. They're trying to change the words, not to change the feeling about the same thing, but trying to change what the thing in itself is.
Mm,
So, for instance, like I believe homeless was actually a PC type term that was replaced more negative connotated words like vagrant. Vagrant is this idea that it's like a person who shouldn't be there. Homeless is neutral, right? It just means they don't have a home. It's not about they are on the sidewalk where they shouldn't be or something like that. And
mhm,
then After homeless, now there's, yeah, unhoused, which kind of means the exact same thing. But the idea of being, maybe there's this idea of being housed, which is said to be a human right and is therefore guaranteed by a government, something like that. So if someone is
Mhm.
unhoused, we need, you know, we are shirking our duty to house them. So there's this, yeah, it's not just trying to soften the language, but actually call for certain type of action, political
Mhm.
action.